Alright, beginning of a new job here. This is Dave from Fluid Dynamics Pool and Spa. Job we've got going in Orange County, California. Nice residential house. Figure I'll jump into the YouTube fray here too. I'm going to highlight here the importance of having a soils report. So we were retained on this project to just build the pool. Permits had already been pulled, engineering was already in place, and we were called in to just build the shell of the pool. The homeowner is actually in construction, and so he had used some of his contacts to get everything going. So dug out the pool, had the soils guy come in and did a bottom inspection, and what he found was we had some really bad soil conditions. So now I'm down in the hole here. You can see this is our deep end. We got a plus 36-inch raised wall there. This is going to be a 6-foot deep pool, but as I pan around here, you can see that we have got one big giant hole here. As I let the light readjust there, you can see that white line right there. That line right there is our new floor. What we found on this one was we found bedrock, native dirt, native soil right in the deep end, and then this whole area right in here was all fill. And not very good fill. Actually, these upper layers, you can see the different layers where they were grading, and these layers right in here, right at the very bottom, the first couple of layers were soft as marshmallows. And so, essentially, we had to over dig this entire shell. This is the area up here where the spa is going to be. So we have this entire pool down to about 7 foot, bottom of the excavation. There's a big Baja shelf that we're going to come in, and again, that white line is going to be our finish, the bottom, and then we're going to put 9 inches of gunite on there. So this was a big surprise for the homeowner. Obviously, we got everything dug out, and he did not have a soils report done, and I said I required that we get a soils expert in here to do a bottom inspection after we got it all dug, and lo and behold, we discovered all of this was not even 90% compacted. It was really bad. Meanwhile, the floor down in here, we're getting 95% plus compaction numbers, and so this pool would have cracked. And so big change order, big dollars, and the client actually had to make a decision. Did he want a pool or did he want it filled back in? So this is the reason why we always recommend soils reports. Always. Every job that we do, we get a soils report on. And again, we were retained on this one. The client had already done all of the legwork prior to this. One other issue that we're having here is that you can see we've had to dig this channel all the way around, and we're just filling it in with 3/4 rock here, but we've got groundwater weeping out of the walls here. Get down here to the deep end, and you can actually see it coming out of the walls. Here's coming down from our skimmer. There's our 3-inch line for the main drain. You can see how wet that is, and all in through here, that is just soaking wet. That's paint, and the paint is just dripping right down. That's where our new floor is going to be, and actually what we're doing is we're filling this whole pool in, filling it up with about 90 yards of slurry is going in the bottom of here, and have a 12-inch slurry mat all the way through the deep end, and then up in the where the spa is, we're going to have nearly 5 feet of slurry backfill to get this all up to our what should have been the original dirt level, and then we are going to add some extra reinforcement to the floor. We're going to go with a 9-inch thick 4,500 psi shotcrete floor, just to give it that extra added level of stability. So we've got this trench going all the way around the outside of the pool, capturing all the groundwater, filling it with 3/4 rock, bring it over here. We've got a pump, sump pump, that is pumping up and out constantly. It's cycling every couple of minutes, pumping all of the water out of here, and we will keep that going the duration of this project until we are ready to shotcrete this. You can see we've got our hydrostatic valve, our big 4-inch main drain, split in the middle, and we're going with 4-inch risers on these just to keep that velocity on our drains down. Yeah, so that's one of the big important things on your pool construction projects is make sure you get a soils report, because this is not an inexpensive fix. Let me tell you, this blew the budget on this one, and he's having to make some sacrifices on the rest of the project, where he's not going to be able to do as nice of surrounding materials because there is a lot of expense in here. 80-90 yards of dirt had to come out of here, and we got to go back in with 80-90 yards of 3-sack slurry backfill before we can even gunite this. But needless to say, this pool will never move, and he will never have a crack issue. So, signing off, we'll give you some updates from some of our other projects as well.